I remember that I used to take like the average advice that people would tell you. There'd always be people around that would just look at you and go, "Oh, set some goals for yourself and work hard and drive towards success." And I would do these things. Then people say, write down your goals on a sheet of paper and like stick it on your wall or something like that. And I did these things and it worked for some time. Like I would see the goals like on a piece of paper on my wall and I would be reminded of it. But after some time, it was sort of just there and I kind of forgot about it and didn't really remember my goals, and it just sort of fell off and it didn't have too much of an effect on me. And quite recently, I was reading The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy, and he has a chapter 2. It's set and achieve all of your sales goals. So this book is about selling, and because obviously it is like the title, but it's had a lot of great lessons in here that can be transferable to the rest of your life. So when setting goals, he's talking about, like set personal goals, and what he says here is, imagine that you could double your income in the next 2 or 3 years. If you did, what are some of the things that you would change in your life? Make a list of all the things that you would be, have, or do if you were earning vastly more money than you are earning today. The longer this list, the greater your level of motivation and determination. So what he's saying is pretty much, who would you be, what would you have, and what would you do if money wasn't an issue for you? So let's say you're setting the goal of, making a lot of money. Just imagine that money isn't an issue for you. And basically what he says is just write down a massive list of things that you would do if you had the money. So I wrote my list here just on the back of this random book that I have, this random notebook. And yeah, and this could be the same thing if you have goals in the gym. Let's say you already built the aesthetic body that you want and you already have the nice physique that you desire. Write down, who would you be, what would you have, and what would you do if you've already accomplished this goal that you have of yourself. So instead of like writing down the goal, write what you would have, write everything down if you already achieved the goal. And after that, he says to pretty much take the time every single day to read through these things that you want to do if you achieve this goal. And on top of that, while you're rereading these things and rewriting and expanding your list, make sure like sit down and just like close your eyes and visualize yourself doing that thing. So let's say my goal here is to, make a lot of money, and what I would do if I had a lot of money is like I would have a personal yacht or something like that. So I would, sit down on my chair and I close my eyes, and you can do this as well if you have ambitions to make a lot of money. Do this with me. So close your eyes and just visualize yourself on a nice big expensive yacht. You're off the port of your city. You can see like the skyline in the distance and just nice smooth waters. It's not too windy. There's a nice sunset in the sky. And you're just sat back, you're relaxed, and you're just enjoying the lifestyle in this big yacht that you worked really hard to achieve. Do that with every single one of those lists, everything that you listed down on that list for this goal. So when you do this, it really drives you to push forward and do the things to get to your goal, especially if you make sure to revise every single day. And this is another step that he didn't speak about it in the book, but I sort of developed it myself through reading other books and stuff like that. Once you've written down your goal, you need to write down what steps it takes to get there. What do you have to do in order to achieve this goal? So I'll just go back to the psychology of selling. So let's say you're a salesperson or whatever, and your goal is to make $50,000 a month. All right, like that's a lot of money. So once you've done that, you're going to work out, okay, how many sales am I going to have to make a month to make $50,000? Now, once you've got that number, how many sales do you have to make a week? How many sales do you have to make a day? How many sales do you have to make an hour? So once you've done these things, then you're able to get to your goals easier. And when you constantly revise this massive list of yours of what you do once you've achieved the goal, you're going to just explode with motivation, and you're going to have such a powerful drive to work towards your goal. You're constantly going to be thinking about it, and once you've done this, it's so much easier to go and achieve your goal. And when you achieve your goal, you just can't help but be super happy with yourself. You can't help but smile. And this is another bonus tip that I recently learned as well. It may or may not be related to what goal you have, but I figured I'll just tell you anyway. Let's say you've got this goal in your mind. Let's say that in the terms of sales, because he spoke about it in the psychology of selling, let's say to achieve your goal, you have to make like 20 sales every single day to get to your goal. Now, 20 sales a day, let's say you're working like 8 hours or something. Tell yourself to get 20 sales before lunchtime. Okay, and you're just going to go out there, you're just going to skyrocket your productivity, you're going to go really hard on this thing, and you're going to get to those 20 sales before lunchtime. Because when you tell yourself, I'm going to get this done by then, you're going to be able to do it. So when you set yourself a deadline for your goals, it makes it so much easier. But not just a normal deadline, set yourself a tight deadline. So you're always working on the most important things, the most important tasks to get you to that goal. And once you get it done early, then you can keep working on it. You can get ahead of your schedule, and you can just destroy your goal, absolutely crush it. Like if you want to make $50,000, you can make $70,000, and you'll feel excellent in yourself. It's the same thing with like school assignments or something. Let's say you got an assignment that's due in 2 weeks or something. You're going to say, no, I'm going to get this done by next Saturday. I'm going to get this done 1 week before it's due. And if you really tell yourself this and you commit yourself to it, you write down a list, as big of a list as can, as what you would do if you got, finished that assessment task a week early. You'd be able to relax, you'd be stress-free, and you're ahead of everything. You're going to feel great with yourself. Then you're going to actually achieve that goal, and you're going to get it done super early. So when you set these goals and you write a great big list of things, it gives you the drive and it gives you the motivation to do it. And constantly revising this, rewriting it, expanding it, visualizing these things that you would do will just make everything so much easier to do. It'll make it so much easier to do the hard work. And then once you set yourself this deadline to get it done even earlier, your productivity is going to skyrocket itself, and you're going to get it done even sooner than you originally hoped to have it done. This is such a powerful thing, goal setting. When you do this, it is so unbelievably powerful, and it works so goddamn well. The moment I read this and I learned these things, I immediately implemented it, and everything has just been so much more effective and so much more efficient. So to put everything in one, small bubble, just to finish up this video, don't just write down your goals, but write down your goals and write down a long list of who you would be, what you would do, and what you would have once you've achieved your goal. Once you've got this list, every single day, reread it, rewrite things in it, and expand this list. Make it as long as you can, like 100 things, 200 things, 300 things. All right? While you're rewriting this list, visualize your life once you've gotten the things in your list. Visualize how you would be, and just close your eyes and think about it. Like, visualize it. Imagine your life. And then set a tight deadline, not obviously not something unreasonable, all right? Not, okay, I'm going to write this 10,000 word essay in 3 days or in 2 days. Like, come on, bro. This, if you got the time for that, that's pretty impressive, okay? But set a realistic but tight goal. Like, it can't be too big or too small. It has to be tight. Like, it's got to be like tight, okay? But doable. Once you've done this, your productivity is going to skyrocket. You're going to crush this goal and you're going to feel excellent with yourself. My name is Liam Waters. I'm a mental health coach, and I just like to discuss things in this channel that can help you live a better life. And I love to discuss the topic of mental health. And with goal setting, once you set and achieve your goals, you feel really good about yourself and you feel super proud, which just it's another thing that boosts your mental health and makes you have a better outlook in life, which is my mission here on YouTube, to give you a better life. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.